So this is the very recent purchase I made from Alamos. They're a small leather craft business with a very interesting backstory and two equally interesting ladies managing the business. I initially found their store because I was browsing through Instagram. I had been fretting over my purchases of the Hobonichi Weeks covers, the tambourine, and the Clementina Liberty fabrics. Both are zipped covers, and I was essentially hesitating if they were really the perfect covers I would want for my weeks. So I canceled those orders and instead tried my hand at Alamo's offering. So Alamos produces covers from leather, and they actually have some other products offered with a combination of leather and yakan cloth, which is essentially a cloth coming from the southern part of the Philippines. And those cloths have essentially very gorgeous patterns and beautiful designs. So I will be putting the link to their Instagram on the description box below, so you can check that out in case you're interested in purchasing any of their products, or even have your very own custom cover made based on your specifications, of course, and your design, your need for a planner cover. So I want to share a little bit about Alamos first of all, before we get into the actual product. So their small business started off with Anna and Maya, who were actually very enthusiastic planner users. So they were brought together by a love of not just planners, but also an understanding and appreciation of the value in tapping the beauty of local handicraft, particularly the Yakan community I mentioned earlier, found in the southern part of the Philippines. So the Yakan community is an indigenous community actually, and Alamo's business helps to sustain their livelihood as they serve to be the direct supplier of Yakan cloth for Alamos. So I love the business philosophy that Maya and Anna have developed for Alamos over the time that they've opened it. They consider it a passion project, essentially. So it is entirely different from their individual career professions. One of them works in medicine, the other works in engineering. So they look at this particular business as more than just work. It is their way of taking part in people's journeys to finding or creating the best and perfect covers for their planners. So that's really something that's valuable to me as a customer, because it means the creators of this particular planner or cover understands my needs as someone who values my planners. Okay. So let's hop into the actual product that they've made. So just some quick first impressions. I chose the tan color, which resembles a very caramel type of brown. It has a warmer earthiness to it, the color. But they have many other options. They have dark brown, I believe, a neutral color. They even have purple, green. So they have a lot of choices for you. So in case you send them a message or check out their Instagram, you're going to see all of their product offerings. So that's very nice. So this leather cover is actually a product of said customization. So basically I made certain requests. They offered their expertise, their guidance, of course. And then later on, when we finally decided on how we want to push through with this cover, so they really put in a lot of hard work to complete this and to send it to me at the promised time. So the leather is very smooth right now, okay? And you'll notice the attention to detail in the thread work. So it's actually very beautiful, and I believe it is Anna who does all this thread and leather work on the items. Okay, so it's really nifty how everything is just very subtle actually, since the thread is the exact same color of the actual leather. Okay, so just to share with you certain parts of the cover. So we have this snap closer. Okay, it's a button closer and it feels very secure. I'm not sure if that's embedded in there, but yeah, it seems very secure, like it'll last a while. Also, you'll notice the flap on this closing, it's very thick. So I don't think wear and tear will be an issue. And I also have a pen loop here. So let's just try to insert. There you go. They will also ask for your pen's dimensions if you have them, so they can make the pen loop that is perfect for your accompanying pen. So in my case, I always opt for a fountain pen. And for 2022, I'm looking to use my TWSBI fountain pen predominantly. So let's go inside. Okay, so you'll notice on both sides, there are a lot of pockets. There are actually more on the left side, so we'll start with that. So from the get-go, you've noticed this pocket on the outer portion. This is actually a design meant for cash, because I want to use this cover as both a planner cover and a wallet if possible. So this is where I will mainly be putting my emergency cash if ever necessary. So it's quite safe in there because the lock mechanism essentially covers everything, so nothing falls out. Okay, and then we have some pockets here. Let me just get some cards of mine so we can see how they look. Okay, so this first one is quite deep. Okay, so it would be good for cards. This one as well. And the last one. You can also use them for stickers, maybe if you wanted to bring washi tapes and stuff. Then by all means, I believe those will fit in here. Or if you have washi tapes on PVCs, I believe they're also going to fit. So we had 3 pockets just to minimize the bulk of this side. And then they also have the main inner pocket, basically. So it runs the length of the entire cover. So you can use that for other larger inserts that you will be needing. Like maybe if you travel, you can put in a passport in there or your flight ticket, etc. And this is the particular customization I just had to have, which is a secretarial pocket on this side, just so that I have an extra area to put in certain inserts that are not hindered by the top threading. So inserts that can exceed the top portion of my cover. I like to carry around certain documents that I have, and I have to make sure that I have a lot of space for my cover, especially for my work documents. I have to bring a lot of them nowadays. So that's something to consider adding to your planner if you do want to customize them. But otherwise, they have a design, I think it's called the Rivera, that doesn't have the secretarial pocket. In essence, these 3 pockets are like attached to this main pocket. That's the Rivera design. So you can check that out. And on the right side, it's just 2. We have a small secretarial pocket and of course the main pocket. So this is oftentimes where your Hobonichi weeks will go through. So let's just test it on my 2021. And I had informed them prior that I actually made use of the Hobonichi clear cover. And apparently it would fit the weeks with a clear cover. So I actually really like that because it's essentially double protection for my planner. Okay, so just inserting it as far as it can go. And that's basically it. That's the snuggly new home of my Hobonichi weeks.